Top electrical issues every homeowner needs to know about. Welcome to Weekend Workshop Pro. On today's video, if you've ever faced electrical issues at home or want to be prepared when they arise, then this video is for you. By the end of this guide, you'll gain the skills and confidence to handle the most common electrical problems safely. Remember, electrical troubleshooting doesn't have to be overwhelming. Sometimes all you need is the right guidance, which I'm here to provide. Let's dive in. First things first, understanding your home's electrical system is essential before tackling any troubleshooting. Think of it like a roadmap. If you know how the paths connect, repairs become far less intimidating. At the heart of your system is the breaker box. Some call it the circuit breaker panel. This is where the power in your house is divided into separate circuits, like outlets, lights, and appliances. If you've never opened your breaker box, today's a great time to learn. It's crucial to know how circuit breakers work. When too much electricity flows through a circuit, the breaker trips, cutting off the flow to prevent overheating and fires. This might sound intimidating, but resetting a breaker is typically easy and safe when done correctly. Here's the golden rule. When tackling any electrical task, always turn off the power to that circuit at the breaker box. A quick flip of a switch can prevent shocks or other accidents. Now let's tackle one of the most common issues, tripped circuit breakers. A sudden blackout in one room or an appliance that isn't working usually points to a tripped breaker. Here's how to troubleshoot. Start at the breaker box and look for switches that aren't aligned with the others. Switch it completely to the off position, then back to on. If the breaker trips again immediately, this points to an overload, short circuit, or ground fault. Keep in mind that overloading happens when too many devices are plugged into one circuit, so unplug a few devices and reset the breaker. If it keeps tripping, the problem might require a professional. How many times have you plugged in your phone charger only to realize the outlet is dead? It's frustrating, but here's how to fix it. Step 1. Check nearby outlets. Sometimes an entire circuit is affected rather than just one outlet. Verify this by plugging an appliance, like a lamp, into another outlet on the same circuit. If the issue remains specific to one outlet, it may be faulty. Start by turning off power at the breaker box, then unscrew the outlet cover. Use a voltage tester to confirm the outlet isn't live. Next, assess for loose connections or damaged wires, which can cause an unresponsive outlet. Replacing an outlet is simpler than you might think. With the power off, disconnect the wires, attach them to the new outlet following the same setup, screw it back into the electrical box, and voila! You'll have a working outlet again. Flickering lights are another common household annoyance. While sometimes it's as simple as tightening a loose bulb, other cases may need more attention. Start by investigating the bulb. If it flickers after securing it tightly, switch it with another bulb to rule out a faulty one. Next, check the light fixture. Loose wiring at the fixture can cause flickering. Again, safety first. Turn off electricity at the breaker before checking connections. However, if multiple lights flicker throughout your home, it could indicate a larger issue, like voltage fluctuations. In that case, it's time to consult a professional to assess your wiring. Overloaded circuits are sneaky culprits behind frequent breaker trips or dimmed lights. They happen when too many devices draw more power than a single circuit is designed to handle. Signs of overloading include flickering or dimming lights, constantly tripping breakers, or buzzing sounds from outlets. To prevent this, separate high-power devices, like microwaves, space heaters, or refrigerators, onto different circuits. If your home only has a limited number of circuits, you might consider upgrading your breaker box to handle modern electrical loads. Redistributing devices and using surge protectors can prevent overloads and help preserve your home electrical system. Do you have outlets that feel loose or wobbly when you plug in a cord, or light switches that don't work consistently? These small annoyances can become safety hazards if left unchecked. For loose outlets, the problem usually lies in the screws holding the outlet firmly against the electrical box. After turning off power to the outlet, remove the cover plate and tighten the screws holding the outlet in place. If the screws are too short to secure it, you may need longer ones for a snug fit. Faulty light switches, on the other hand, are usually caused by worn-out internal mechanisms. Replacing switches is simple. Shut off the power, remove the faceplate and the old switch, and attach the wires to the new switch following the same pattern. Secure it all back together and you're good to go. At this stage, you might be thinking, how do I know where the problem is without guessing? That's where simple tools like voltage testers or multimeters come in. A voltage tester is your best friend for checking whether an outlet or wire is live. For more detailed checks, a multimeter measures voltage, resistance, and continuity, helping you diagnose wiring defects. For example, when an outlet isn't working, you can use a multimeter to test the flow of electricity. Set it to measure AC voltage and insert the probes into the outlet. If it reads electricity, the outlet's fine, and the issue might be elsewhere. If there's no reading, it's time for replacement or inspecting the wiring. While DIY electrical troubleshooting can solve many household issues, there are some red flags you shouldn't ignore. Sparks, burning smells, or heat from outlets or switches indicate potentially dangerous issues that only a licensed electrician should handle. Flickering or dimming lights throughout your home. That could be faulty wiring or voltage dips that need immediate attention. Remember, fixing major electrical systems without proper training can escalate the risk of shocks, fires, or costly damage. When in doubt, don't hesitate to contact a professional. It's okay to ask for help. Safety isn't just a priority during repairs, it's an ongoing commitment. Regular maintenance can save you from costly and dangerous problems down the road. Start by checking your breaker box every few months to ensure all switches are functioning and clean of dust. Test outlets and switches regularly, using a voltage tester for functionality. Replace frayed cords or exposed wires as soon as you spot them. Consider adding surge protectors for your devices, especially in areas prone to power surges, and schedule a professional electrical inspection every few years to catch what you might miss. And that's a wrap on tackling top electrical issues every homeowner needs to know about. Today, we've covered everything from understanding your home's electrical system to identifying and fixing common problems like tripped breakers, unresponsive outlets, flickering lights, overloaded circuits, and more. Remember, staying safe is your #1 priority. Always cut the power before troubleshooting, use the right tools for the job, and know when it's time to call a professional. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more DIY troubleshooting guides. Let me know your questions or share your own electrical fixes in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy DIYing.